books, they are not disputed. And the Quran, the very word of God, this is not disputed. And we have the ahadith, and the ahadith are not disputed. We may disagree on the authenticity of some of the ahadith. This was among the scholars from the beginning. But the ahadith and the sunnah is part of the Quranic reference, the Islamic reference. No discussion about it. And if someone is telling you we have to remove the hadith from our reference, ask him, okay, you want to remove the hadith? Come sit. Tell me now, in the Quran, why do you pray the way you pray? The gestures of the prayer is coming from where? It's coming from the Quran showing this. I want you to show me in the Quran the way you pray. Why? Billion, more than 1 billion Muslims from the very beginning are praying exactly the same. And Allah Akbar is like this. We pray the same. The fundamental of the gesture is coming from where? It's coming from the ahadith. And if you remove the hadith, you don't know how to pray. So don't tell me that you're removing. You remove the hadith when it suits you. When it suits you. When you don't like what is said in the hadith, oh no, this is hadith. No, the hadith, we made as this. So this is something which is really important. Two sets of the Quran, authentic, but the Qur'an and the discussion about the authenticity and the content, and then the hadith. Having said that, we have text here, and all the traditions are accepting this. Sunni, Shi'i, and all the schools, Hanafi, Maliki, all this, there is no discussion. So this is why we are starting here, because this is the unity of our reference. It's clear, and we have to be clear on this. No discussion. You come to me and you want, for example, if you come to me and you want to remove one verse, I heard one mufti in Europe saying, this verse we have to remove it. What are you talking about? But there is no discussion about it. No discussion about the reference. Having said that, we come to the scriptural sources and we have something which is with this text, something which is making Islam one Islam. There is only one Islam. Why? Because of the reference text, but also because if we come to the fundamentals, there are things that are not disputed coming from the text and coming from our understanding from within Islam. The first is what we call al-aqidah. Al-aqidah, the 6 pillars of Islam, we find them everywhere, no discussion. 5 pillars of Islam, al-ibadah, no discussion. These are the fundamentals. Everywhere you go, you will find that the Muslims are accepting this without discussion. The discussion of the details are not undermining the acceptance of the fundamentals. So al-aqidah is the same. Al-aqidah, the Muslim, there is no discussion about it. 6 pillars of Islam, you go to Surah Al-Baqarah, at the end, the fact that you believe in God, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one, the prophets, the books, all this, you know, the 6 pillars. And the 5 Bunyan Islam, we also know this. So these are the common principles. Wherever you go, and when you go to pilgrimage, you have these people coming from everywhere, whatever is their culture, whatever whatever the environment they live in all accept this. So this is something which is why we are speaking about one Islam. Having said that now, we know also from the very beginning that the scholars were saying they are the fundamentals and the usul, and the furu, the second generation. And on this, it's really important to be clear. On the secondary issues, we may disagree, because the text is open to interpretation sometimes. So in the text, there are texts not open to interpretation, they are quite clear. And in the Quran, the great majority of the verses are open to interpretations. And then here we have the same texts, but many readings, many interpretations. And this is the first level of diversity. And you Muslims, from within, when you are dealing with your community as well as non-Muslims, you should know this. Why Islam is one, and one within Islam, why within Islam there is a scope for interpretations. Why? Because in Furu'ah, the secondary issues are open to the context, the situation, so the scholars are not agreeing on this interpretation. You know why? Because from the very beginning we had, during the 2 first centuries, how many schools of law? 4 and now, no, 18. In one period of time we have more than 20 schools of They were accepting the fundamentals, they were all Muslims for the same Islam, but accepting the diversity of interpretation as to the rule. There is one Islam, a diversity of interpretations within Islam as to the secondary issue. So we have now the ability, we know what is fundamental, what are the fundamentals, we don't disagree, this is immutable, this is accepted by all Muslims, and secondary issues on which we accept that we may disagree. On fundamental things as well, you know, when for example you had a Shafi'i talking to his students in the Hanbal, they were firm on some of these issues, they are secondary issues, they all accepted that you have to pray, to be a Muslim is 6 prayers, it's 5 prayers a day, they were accepting this, but on some of the issues, what makes a Muslim being a Muslim or not, they were disagreeing and respecting each other. So look at this, disagreeing and respecting each other. And from the very beginning, for all of us here in our daily life, there is something which is quite clear. We respect each other in the name of our common commitment to Islam, and we accept diversity of views out of this respect. So my brotherhood, my heart is open to your diversity, to your difference of those. As long as, of course, in the discussion, you are not telling me something which is against the fundamentals or against what is known as the ma'ruf, the darura, meaning the fundamentals or the imperative of our religion. Why am I saying this? You know why I'm saying this? Because by dealing with Muslims on a daily basis at the grassroots level, even within academia, what I am seeing is that really there is a lack of understanding of these levels. We don't know why we speak about understanding, we don't know where we are accepting this diversity, but it's not finished. There is a second level of diversity, and I want to come to this to help us to understand for where you have to go and we have to go together to strive, to go with this struggle with it. There is something which is also different, which is the second level of diversity. On the secondary issues, we will have Muslims living in a specific environment which is different from others, and this is the cultural differences. In fact, the universality of Islam was for Muslims to come with the principles, to come with what is not disputed, and to have different interpretations, and to deal with the culture. In fact, your culture in Pakistan is not an Arab culture, and the Arab culture is not an African culture. We accepted from the very beginning, and this is the power of Islam, is the same principles, accepting the diversity of interpretations and integrating the cultures. We have multiple cultures in Islam, diversity of culture, and we have to deal with it. If someone was to come now and to tell you, you know what, Pakistani people, brothers and sisters, there's only one way to be a good Muslim, is to become an Arab. You would say, we have some problem with this. Why? Because it's not our culture. The Arabic language is the language of the Quran, but the Arab cultures are not the cultures of Islam. Not the one. Islam is beyond this. It's beyond this, and we accept the diversity of cultures. So what now we have a better understanding? One Islam, the same principles. Sorry. One Islam, the same fundamentals, the same principles, the diversity of interpretation as to the secondary issues in the diversity of culture. And we have to accept this. So it's not me. There's someone else who has a form, somewhere. So this is something which is important. So for us, at the scholarly level, as well as the ordinary level, we should accept this. We should understand this. How we can speak about one Islam and in which way we are speaking about diversity. So, many readings and many cultures and one Islam. From within, this is what we are saying. And we are saying the readings are not only the good reading and the wrong reading. And this is something which is quite important. When it comes to readings, we all have to understand, and this is out of respect that we have to understand this. From the very beginning, we had, you know the first two schools in Islam, Ahl al-Hadith and Ahl al-Ra'd. From the very beginning, we have people like Abdullah ibn Umar. Abdullah ibn Umar, rahmahullah, was someone who wanted to follow the Prophet in every single detail. He wanted to do exactly what he wanted, even his to be broken as the Prophet. He wanted to do it exactly, literally as the Prophet. So So he was following the letter. So this was one way. Abdullah was like this. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, rahimahullah, was another type of Muslim. He wanted to understand why the Prophet was saying is the objective, not the letter, but the objective. And he was following another way. Both were completely Muslims, a different way to understand, but relying on the same things. And we have this story. We have this story in Islam. Well, for example, you remember this story, the Prophet ﷺ tell a group of people, go to Bani Qurayza and don't pray the Asr before we get in there. Go to Bani Qurayza, don't pray the Asr before getting there. And they went. And on their way, it was time to pray. One group said, it's time to pray, we have to pray. The Prophet said, we have to pray because it's time to pray. And the other said, no, we don't have to pray now. Why? The Prophet said, literally, don't pray before getting there. So he said that, I'm not going to pray before getting there. The other group said, no, he meant, hurry up, be there before us. He meant you have to go fast to get there. So they prayed because he meant something. And the other said, we don't pray. Both came back to the Prophet. Who was right? We don't pray, they pray. We didn't pray, they pray. And he said, both are right. Because you are trying to understand the meaning. And the meaning was literally right and as the objective right. From the very beginning, the Prophet understood and spread around something which was an essential teaching. The same text, the same statement could have two understandings and both are right. So we have this in Islam. The literalist people that are now around the world, what we call the Salafiyya al-Hafiyya, the Salafi who are relying on the text, only the text. You have traditionalists. They are following a very specific school of law. For example, among you here, there are people following Hanafi. I'm Hanafi. Don't come with Shafi'i, Hanafi. Alhamdulillah, ala barakatillah. And Allah is going to say, I'm Shafi'i, I'm Hanbali, whatever. So we have people traditionalists, they follow a tradition. You have people coming from a reformist understanding, trying to go past Abdullah ibn Umar, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, the objective, what we want is the objective. So we take from everywhere, but we follow the objective. There are reformists, Tashdidi, Islamic. This is Islamic. We have people who are more understanding the deep meaning. From the very beginning, we have something in Islam which was like this, the Sufi trend. But when I'm speaking about Sufi, I'm speaking about the true Sufi trend. The true Sufi trend is something which is Islam. Don't put Sufis outside Islam, you understand. There is a new trend of Sufis now, which is a lightened way of dealing with the Quran. They were, the Sufi mean what in fact? It's to come back to the heart of Islam and to follow the Prophet in the way he was, praying 5 times a day and adding during the night. He's to go deeper and deeper in the understanding of Islam and to try to be close. So they are the following of the Prophet. And when the people are talking about